Today I'm going to show you how to make this super pretty bow, and it's a translation of the làco labella, so I'm just going to call it the LABELLE bow so it's easy to reference. And I have used this amazing marble ribbon from Eva's Eva's Bows and Craft Supplies. I'll put the link in the description below for you. There's lots of other colours. We're going to do the other version in the purple galaxy, as you can see. And I've already got my ribbons heat sealed together, so I've got 2 of the patterned and 2 of a corresponding plain, and they're all 22 centimeters. If you ever don't catch my measurements as I'm talking, they're all in the description below, along with where we put the pins. As you can see, 22 centimeters times 4, 2 pattern, 2 plain, and we have pinned in from the right at 10 centimeters, and that's the same on both pieces. And the other thing I've done is I've sealed my ends together, and I've done that by taking my lighter and in the blue part of the clear part of the flame, seal them like this and give them a little pinch. Be careful of your fingers now. I have very little feeling left in mine from my years of crafting. You do that on all 4 ends. And we've also got this piece here. This is the 36 centimeters for the base bow, which is this one, and it's just a very simple half pinwheel, which I have personally made on a template, and it's a 4-inch template, and I will show you that a bit further along in the video. And the other bit is I've got a 3-inch piece for the centre scrunch. So there, so we're going to take the 2 pieces for now. And what you want to do is we take them, we fold them up, so like so we're pinned in at 10 centimeters, and you fold them up like so, so you can see the solid colour behind, and you're working from here. And you want to take this corner here, and you tuck that underneath, and what we want to do is make this gap here where we can see this darker colour, we want that to be 2 centimeters. And again, I'll put that measurement in the description for us, so if you miss anything, it's all in there. So let's just move that down. Double check. A little bit more. There we go. 2 centimeters. So, like I said, take that corner, fold it into that pin. We want to make that bit 2 centimeters, like so. And with this bit, instead of curving in, we're curving back. And what you want to do with this one wants to be about 1.5 centimeters. So like I said, curve that behind, bring that over to there, and we will check. There we go, 1.5. And then I take a hold clip and just clip that like so, so that they all sort of kind of line up a little bit, but they're a little bit off. And this is what the front will look like this. This is where you get the curved bit, and this is what the back should look like. So front, back, and like I said, that one's 2 centimeters, that one's 1.5. Okay, so again, fold it in half from the pin, this corner over, so that goes behind. We want this bit 2 centimeters. So from here, this corner down, turn it under, two centimeters, and hold, and then we turn this one back, and this bit should be 1.5 centimeters. Just check. There we go, that one's 1.5 centimeters. Make sure it's all lined up, and use some sort of clip or pin to hold it. And again, this is the front, this is the back, and both pieces should look the same, because when we twist them it will have the alternative effect. Okay, so I'm going to put the stitches in, and with this one, this is one of the few I would advise making in 2 parts and then stitching it together, because it just sits nicer. So let's just move our clip out of the way. Okay, we want to do 10 stitches, and I'll show you once I've counted. From above always. So your 5th one should be coming over here. So just back here, on there, and your 6th one, that point should be coming over here, and the 6th one should be going through all your points here, so through that edge there and through the first edge of this sort of join here. There we go. Just pull that through a bit. So in, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and on the back you will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and it's very important, like I said, because that gives us 5 nice even creases, and we're going to repeat because we want exactly the same on both sides. And what I do is I cinch it all together, and this is the shape you'll get. Like I said, you get this nice bit that sort of pops up. That's the point of the bow. Gives you like these nice curves here, and then the more squared off shape here. So get those all lined up like this, and then we're going to go back through with our needle through all those creases that we've made like that. Don't be afraid to use your desk if you need a little bit of force to get the needle through. And once more again, line them up. And stay fairly close to the edge, so when we wrap our centre later, there's no thread showing. I do often keep pliers on my desk for some of these thicker ones, just so if this happens I can pull that through. It's normally easier, but it's quite humid in the UK at the moment and my hands are a bit damp. So there we go. Once you're happy with how that's nicely lined off, do a back stitch and thread this piece off. Like I said, make sure it's nice and tight and it's not going to pop open. And this is what your piece will look like. This is the front, this is the back, and that's piece 1. And we're going to repeat exactly the same step on the other side. Always remember when you're making these, especially in 2 parts, any 2-part pieces, what you do to one side and how many stitches you do to one side, you must always do to the other. Otherwise the balance of your bow will always be slightly off. So let's repeat from above. 1, 2, 3, move my clip. 4, 5, 6, going through those layers against that corner. Take the pin out. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. and again the same on the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you're happy, like I said, you cinch this side again, line up all your creases so they're squared off, and thread back through with your needle. Almost through the same stitch marks, but not quite. And there's that side. I'm going to do that again, and then we'll stitch this piece off. I am still personally going to stitch my pieces together because I like to use as little glue as possible where I can. But if you want to, and you're happy that your glue is not going to come apart or anything like that, then whichever method works best for you. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe as well. And if you ever need any help or advice or any tips on other bow making stuff, I have a Facebook page and group, and they are both below, and I am always about answering questions and being helpful and things like that, so feel free to pop across and join me. So there's the second part, and I'm just going to leave that for now. As you can see, we now have the two pieces that are opposites of each other, so they look the same like this, so both pieces, and that is the backs like so, and the front. And what we do is we twist that to get the effect. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to go through the middle piece again, do it very close to the edge so we don't get it, we can't see the stitches when we put it through. I'm going to go from beneath, and I'm going to do the exact same here. We're going to go through the centre, close to the edge, push that through. Untangle that bit first. Always typical when I'm showing things. There we go, that's better. That's better. And again, just another couple over until you secure that that's nicely lined up and all stitched together and it's not going to move, and you're happy with the join. Like I said, feel free to glue instead if that is your personal preference. Okay, and then stitch off in the back as well. Okay, nice and secure. Like I said, you could put a bit of glue there on the join if you wanted to as well, but this is the shape that you should have. So you should have your curve coming up here and your little pop of colour here, the pop of colour there, and the little sliver of the colour behind. This is the front of the bow, this is the back of the bow. Like I said, I'm just going to stitch that off one last time. There we go, nice and tight. And that is the top bow layer. And now we shall do our half pinwheel on a 4-inch template. And this is my 4-inch template from my friend SIOBHAN. I'll put the link in the description from where you can buy them. And just so you know, if you're ever using this side and your ribbon's catching, take a bit of tape. All you need to do, tiny bit of tape on there, like so. there like so, and that will stop your ribbon from catching, and you're able to use it. And when you want to use it the opposite way, you can just take the tape off and you're ready to go. So like I said, this is 36 centimeters. All the description measurements are in the description, and we're going to wrap about 2 centimeters around this side. I want to use a clip, just hold that in place, and then we wrap like this. Okay, this is the front, and this is what the back looks like. I'm just going to adjust it slightly because that side's got a little bit more. That's better, that's more even. So like I said, front and back. And we're going to do 8 stitches, 4 on each 1.5 inch ribbon piece. I love how pretty this ribbon is though. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is in, over, over, in, out. Okay, if you take clips off, we can slide that down the template. And then we want to cinch, and we should have 2 creases on each piece. Like that, so 2 there, 2 there. And wrap around our centre. And using the templates for me keeps my pinwheels nice and balanced. You can do them freehand, and I do have a video for freehand top pinwheels if they're easier for you. Let's just stitch that off in the back. And then the other thing I do is I double check my tails are even by lining it up with that edge there. Drop my ruler multiple times. So that's 2.5 centimeters, just over. Same that side. That's closer to 2, so we're just going to cut this side down a little bit so the tails are even. So we want to cut that to about there. There we go, that's better. That is now more balanced. Okay, and what we're going to do is I've still got the string on this one. We're going to go from beneath, because again I don't glue my layers, you can, but I'm going straight up through the centre of that pinwheel. Like this. Take your base bow, top main bow, and again you want to go right through the centre of the bow, through those creases there, the 5, 3 of out of the 5. Work out your placement. I like it so I can see the colour behind these plain colour pieces, and wrap it really tight. Do at least 3 to 5 times round. Pull it really tight to pull the layers together and take out any bulk. And then when you're happy, you can stitch that off in the back. There we go. So there is the bow at the front, and this is what it currently looks like at the back. And I have got a 45mm clip. Yep, 45. And the glue gun. Bit of glue on the back. hold that for a couple of seconds. I would normally have corresponding 9mm, but we're going to hide this anyway, so it's just one that matches the marbled effect. Touch of glue just on the edge, and I heat sealed that as you saw then. Pop that on the centre, and we're going to wrap this round twice over our middle. So there's once, and do it nice and tight so it squares off. Open your clip back up. On the same original ribbon, you don't want to see the ribbon behind. Cut that extra just there. There we go. The other thing I'm going to do a slight curve on my tails. You can do angles or any tail option that you personally prefer. Don't forget to heat seal. And then we're going to curve this one the opposite direction. Like so. And again, don't forget to heat seal. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to adjust that underneath there. Square that off a little bit more. So that's the bow as it is at the moment, and we're just going to do the scrunched centre, which is this, and I'm using the 1.5 inch ribbon still. You can use a 1 inch ribbon if you've got that version as well. I'm just going to straighten my edge up a little bit more. There we go, and the same the other side. And you want roughly 3 inches. You can do slightly less, but I like 3 just in case I need to cut it down a little bit. And then we're going to take a lighter. What we do is one side you make an S in one direction. So make one S to the left and then pinch it together like this, mind your fingers and stay in the blue bit of the flame. And then this side we do the opposite way, so you do one to the right and one S shape to the left. And again, pinch it together, blue bit of the flame, pinch it like so, and then you get this, so you get dip one side and dip the other. And you want to glue the flat white side. Touch glue there, take that to your clip, a little bit off centre, twist this round so you can see the scrunch, pull that round, and then obviously we glued that way to the little bit to that side, so we're going to glue this way a little bit, that over that way, a little bit glue there. Open your clip back up, and there you go. That gives you that nice scrunched middle. Like I said, you can do whatever other middle you wanted to, but like I said, that's just how I like them. And how pretty is that? I like to give this a little bit fluff because the idea is to get it nice and loopy looking. Like this. So there's the purple, and there's the white and gold. Thank you for watching. Like I said, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.